Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
Okay, what's up? This is MME Live. I got Firestarter and Saggy Melons, and this is going to be a nice hour-long show. And then I'm planning to go over to Enosh's channel. I'm in a very good mood today. The channel's doing good. We got good views on the videos. I think Firewater, you were on the last episode where I was concerned about the hurdles for the Snyder Cut. With what I've seen this week, ramping up to the trailer on 2/14, I am extremely pleased, and I think this is the most chance for success with the Joker. Him teasing the Joker. We're gonna probably have the Joker in the actual trailer on 2/14, and I have some small research that I did not anything like hardcore, that this is the most likely for success. Joker's wild. Play the Joker card. It works consistently. The only time it really didn't work was the Suicide Squad, but we didn't get the full Joker performance, and that might be the reason. So what's your initial thoughts? You've seen the photos now. Are you happy with this? Do you think is your interest ramped up again? Maybe we're talking about Snyder Cut a little bit too much, but now the Joker there.
No, I don't think you're talking about it too much, but for me, it's kind of like it's whatever. I'm gonna watch it anyway, so I'm already kind of hyped up. I'm very curious to see what Zack Snyder's vision is. I just hope that this whole thing isn't overhyped. You know, people get very excited about things, and there's an opportunity to kind of like basically effectively, I guess, poison the well or whatever. Or you know, it's sort of like when things get so hyped you can't possibly live up to it. That's my fear. You know, and I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be good. I think, but you know, I just think that you know, we're gonna have to wait and see. But you know, I'm excited for it either way.
Yes. Now we might go into slight spoilers here, potential spoilers, if that's okay, because I did watch. We're not going to react to Grace Randolph. Don't worry. I'm not going to make you guys do that every time. But I did watch her video today, and she had some slight spoilers, and she's seen them and where the Joker is going to take place in the movie. If that's okay with you guys, is that all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay. So
make sure the chat's good with it.
Yeah, chat, just a warning that this is, if you really don't want to know anything about when the Joker's going to show up in the Snyder Cut, this is your warning, because this is according to Grace, and she has sources. She has the direct source, really. She has the best source. Okay, so just like in the Batman v Superman Ultimate, there's a nightmare sequence. The majority of what Zack has filmed, the new stuff, and where he got Jared is for a future nightmare sequence with Batman if Darkseid were to win. And that's where you get this image of the Joker. Also, she has seen official Joker in his other outfit where he's got like a flak chest, like a bulletproof vest on. Sorry, not chest, vest. And he has like cop badges all over the vest, like as you know, trophies. So that type of image, if you can imagine, with Zack Snyder's talent for visuals,
sexy.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be intense. Jared Leto can take it up to another level. The Suicide Squad, the way they cut it like a music video, it was more like PG-13. And Ayer has a dark edge to him too, but he ain't got nothing on Zack. If you focus on this for the marketing, I mean, there's other things to focus on too, but it's very like we knew Jared Leto did film the scene. We knew he was going to be back. It's just this is the focus right before they release the final trailer. So that really shows you where the big push is going to come, and I think it's the right move. That's my opinion. What did you think, Saggy? Have you seen the photos yet?
Oh yeah, they've been all over the internet. How can I not see them?
Yeah.
I think Jared Leto didn't really get enough time to really shine as the Joker when he debuted in Suicide Squad. So I
Mhm.
feel like this might be a good opportunity to really see what he brings to the character. And I think this will be kind of like, I mean, I liked maybe where it was going. I think they did a little too much with the Joker in Suicide Squad, but I also feel like they should. I think this might give him a chance to actually prove himself as a good Joker. So I think everyone shouldn't really jump the gun and say, "Oh no, it's bad, it's bad." It's like you guys have to understand he didn't get enough screen time to really shine as the Joker and really project his acting with that. So I think this is, I like the look so far. I think it looks crazy. It looks different. I guess we'll just have to wait and see where it goes from what we see so far.
Well, it's the perfect storm. This is the type of situation you want if you're in the film industry and you want things to trend, because the Snyder Cut is people are interested. This image is something new. You're not getting, like I said, you're gonna even though my friends like Ryan Zieverfett, he's like, I don't want to see the Joker. I want it to be, yes. My inclination is I don't want everything revealed to me before I watch the movie, and I did go into slight spoilers. But the reality is, if we want this to be a success, how do you get the general population or the general public interested? You do stuff like this. The perfect storm, I mean, is Zack Snyder. He's got the other Netflix movie that's going to come out this year as a new project. So he's becoming more and more popular now than ever. And Jared Leto is a star for WB, and his star is shining more than ever now as well, with the little things that just debuted on HBO Max.
Did you get a chance to see that, Max?
Yes, the performance is amazing.
I thought it was excellent. I thought he stole the show.
So
I like Denzel too, but
so the plan to market Jared as Joker with the Snyder Cut, and then the little things just dropping. It's the perfect storm. We want more Jared. What can you do next? I think if the focus on here, that's the way to get the Ayer Cut. We know that the Ayer Cut's a strong possibility, but they have said nothing about it. They don't want to make it official unless they're sure. This is the way to make sure, to make the Snyder Cut pop and Jared. And Jared, don't let him go. He wants to come back. He retweeted all the images that Zack. He was the only actor that retweeted all the images that Zack released this week. He says he wants to work with Zack Snyder too, and that is also, what, WB could do what it wants, but when an actor is trending, is getting more and more so. Jared's had spots where he's popped in the past, but now with this recent little things, he's getting even more pop. In my opinion.
Well, I was going to Protoss because
yes,
they mentioned that we don't want more Jared. Not everyone's a fan of his. It's like, that's understandable, but again, I have to stress he had one small bit part and he didn't get to shine. So why can't people give him a chance to do so if he's giving the opportunity? And the other good Jokers we had, Heath Ledger, rest in peace, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. He was a great Joker, but he's gone. Jack Nicholson, way too old to do it. So, I mean, unless you guys think of anyone better who can do it, I mean, I think Jared Leto should get another shot at being the Joker that we should deserve. And saying that, well, we don't want him, it's like, why? He had a very small role, wasn't a good role. You can't base
the Suicide Squad narrative that it's. I'll be honest. I want David Ayer to get his movie, but if it happens, it would never happen without Zack Snyder first, because Zack Snyder to me is just that much more of a director than Ayer. I like Ayer. I root for him, but I also think that Jared Leto's performance under a better director, and he's not a bad director. Zack Snyder is a better director. I just think he could capture that more. I'm so intrigued to see what they come up with that nightmare sequence, them working together. I just can't get it out of my mind now. I cannot wait. So I appreciate your critique though, Protoss X. But I think if you look at what's happening on the internet, the majority roles in entertainment, people are excited about it. It's popping right now. Oh, here's Geek Studios. She spoiled Batman v Superman for me. Yeah, she spoils a lot. Looks interesting. Okay, and then Firewater. You on our last episode, you were saying that the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. We could talk about if we feel again that he would come back, and if he doesn't, is this the next best thing to get Jared back?
Well, I mean, with Joaquin, if he's going to do a sequel to the Joker, which I don't know, he's like a pure artist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he really gives a crap about money per se.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it kind of, I think you would have that advantage.
Yes. Yeah, he you're right. He's if there's a reason to do it that it will benefit him. I don't ever see him talking about holding out for a big payday, or it's not that he doesn't get paid for what he does, but he's more like, what's the angle? What's the story? How can I challenge myself?
Right, and not only that, it's like the Joker story in that context, I feel, is complete.
Right.
What else is he gonna do? You're gonna really follow that Thomas Wayne is the bad guy, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna go down that rabbit hole. Where does that lead? I understand it grossed over $1 billion, and I appreciate that. But the main challenges with a sequel to Joker and why Joaquin, I don't think he'll do it, is because it's a self-contained story. It's done. So in order to have him replace Jared Leto as it would just confuse people. Jared Leto's already in that extended universe for DC, and it just makes sense to continue with it. I'm willing to give him a shot. I saw Suicide Squad. I thought it was all right. I mean, it was like meh. I agree with Saggy. I think he needed some more screen time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I think.
oh, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I think Joaquin Phoenix, it was a great Joker in that movie, but it wasn't the same tone as the other movies that Zach is doing. It wasn't like the same tone. It wasn't Joker versus Batman. It was basically Joker versus himself. It was an origin story. So I think Joaquin did really good in that specific art, but I don't think that I would like to see him in the movies for I don't think personally, I don't think he would do a good job, just because I like him being Joker by himself, like just with himself. And like I said, Jared Leto, I like Suicide Squad too. It wasn't the best movie, but it was watchable. It wasn't the worst thing. I love Will Smith, so But like I said, that's all I can really say is Jared Leto deserves a second chance. We should just let him do it, see where it goes, and then after that, if he screws up, then we can all say, yeah, but never again.
Well, here's 187. I do know he's a big MCU guy. I'm a big MCU guy. I don't like to trash MCU to prop up DC. I think that's a trap that a lot of us DC YouTubers do, and I am against that. I'm also I'm not against people's opinions, but I don't think MCU is nearly as bad as what they say. It's a success. It shows confidence. It's working. WandaVision's amazing, but 187 I know is a MCU guy. And he says, after what I saw in Zack Snyder's Justice League clips and Joker pictures, he thinks the DCEU is saved. Coming from an MCU guy, I'm impressed. And I've known him a while in the chat, so he's pretty balanced. He doesn't go overly, he's not really like against the Snyder Cut or anything, but he's saying he's intrigued and impressed now. He thinks it's a way to save it. But also with back to the Joaquin Phoenix, even if you got him for a Joker sequel, you're not going to get him to interact with the rest of the Justice League or anything like that. Whereas Jared Leto's Joker, you could fit him in other properties. And that's right. That's what AT&T, I'm sure. AT&T, when you buy, just like when Disney bought Star Wars, what can we make? What are you going to do? When are we going to use Joker again, right?
I mean, I would like to see eventually the Joaquin Phoenix Joker having kind of like an interaction with Batman down the line. Not right now, but I feel like the Joaquin's Joker is its own universe because it's similar to the Joker story, but it was more focused on like Joker as a person, kind of like, I know people hate to say it, but it was a way of like making Joker a human, because he was a human, he was a person. And I would just like to see eventually that, but not right now. I think, like I said, Jared Leto needs his time to actually shine, because I think honestly he got screwed. He got screwed in Suicide Squad. His character got completely screwed. So I think it's a redemption.
Well, Firewater, are you interested in the Ayer Cut, or do you know much about it, or?
Nah, I don't know much about it, so I don't think I'd be able to give an educated comment.
Okay. Well, I don't think there's as much there as the Snyder Cut footage, but they did hack it pretty close to as much as the original Justice League. They pretty much took it from Ayer. They hired a like a music video production company to edit the movie like a music video, and they replaced like the second half of the movie with generic villains, and Joker was going to be much more included in the storyline. There's so much there there's a lot there, a lot of his performance that you've never got to see of even the original cut. And there's not as strong as release the Snyder Cut, but there's almost as much people that are just wanting to see the Ayer Cut. And there were some rumors when Zack Snyder became official that the same company that was working on the Snyder Cut visuals was possibly doing Ayer Cut too, but they've never made that official yet. This would be the way to start that going forward too, if it pops, you know. All right, so let's also look at let's look at Vanity Fair. Let's bring this up because this is where this came from. Share the article here. Look at that. Yeah, no tattoos. No tattoos. Someone I was watching another stream, they're like, is he sitting on a mother box? That would be pretty cool, but I don't think he's sitting on a mother box. Just amazing. It is black and white too. He did black and white first. I'm so looking forward to this trailer, but we also have to see how I think it's going to get lots of views if it has the Jared clip. I think they have to share the Jared clip now.
I mean, that would make a lot of sense. If you're going to tease it, you got to deliver on some point, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you like his look? Do you think it was right to not do the tattoos and stuff?
I'm neutral about that. I'm more concerned about the performance than a couple of pictures, you know?
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
I think the tattoos were stupid. I thought the tattoos were way stupid. I didn't understand the point of them. It's like, okay, he has words on his body that depict his personality that we already know. So why the tattoos? Were you trying to make him look like a thug from Harlem? Like, I just didn't understand.
I like some of them, like when he did the thing with his mouth on his, you know, I like the majority of his tattoos.
The only tattoo.
The damaged one is the one people didn't like.
The only tattoo that was anything that made sense and should have been the only thing was that hand tattoo where he put the smile to his face. That's the only thing that would be part of his character. Every other tattoo was just out of character and just stupid. And I think the only reason why they did it like that is because they probably just made a bunch of tattoo artists money, because, you know, all those people who are tattoo fanatics, myself included, probably like went to the place and was like, I want damage tattooed across my forehead, or now I want damage
I think that anyone that actually asks for that tattoo is actually damaged, though. Why would you want that on your? Why would you want? I'm here for a job interview. Damaged.
Well, some people like full body tattoos, so
no, I know, but to say that exactly,
it was just stupid. So stupid.
Firewater. You can't really. You're not supposed to judge people. Would you hire someone that comes in with the tattoo that says damaged on their forehead?
I would try to find a legal reason not to.
Yeah, find a legal reason not to. Hey, Matt, how's it going?
Hey, it's going all right. I'm just at work right now. Thought I would jump on in and act as the Suicide Squad defender of the group.
Listen, I don't hate Suicide Squad.
No, I'm not attacking Suicide Squad. I just thought it was like meh.
Well, yeah, no, I get you. But but really, you know, Leto got screwed by Warner Brothers, so he deserves.
What a shock!
That's what we all agreed on. Yeah, he got totally screwed by Suicide Squad, and that's why I said he needs this redemption.
it wasn't Suicide Squad that screwed him. It was actually the Joker movie that screwed him because
That's true.
Warner Brothers was like, "Hey, we want to do a Joker standalone movie, and we want to do a Harley Quinn and Joker movie." And then all of a sudden, they're like, "Well, we're going to do this Joker origin movie," and Jared Leto's like, "What the f?" So he was, he was dicked around a lot by the studio, and so yeah, this is awesome. I think those images look great.
Now, the concerns that I brought up on the previous stream where I said it has hurdles to cross, I think this is the way you do it. Like some of my friends are like, I don't want to know all this with Joker and Jared. I don't want him in the trailer. I think you have to. If you want it to be overly successful, you have to. That's the way to get other people interested to see, oh, this wasn't in Justice League. I should have put that as a thumbnail. This wasn't in Justice League. I mean, that's the way to differentiate it from the other stuff that's out there,
Well, that's the point. Is like everyone's, when I was directed by Zack Snyder because that's the name that was on the movie, that was credited on the movie. But the reason why that happened was because of the Directors Guild and their rules, and not because of, I think it was some person whose name I don't remember, but they might sit on a corner, had said like, oh, that Zach bullied his way to get his name on the director. And it's like, no, there was guild rules that's why that happened. So it's, again, people who don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Well, Zeno here, he says, and we go slight spoilers here because I watched Grace Randolph's video, but we're not reacting to it. Don't worry, Jarbo. We're not reacting to Grace tonight.
No, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Joker will probably be in the movie for only a few moments, sitting in Arkham Asylum talking with Batman. That's not what it's going to be. It's going to be, spoiler alert here, Joker in the nightmare sequence if Darkseid wins. And then Grace said, Matt, that she has seen other photos of Jared in another outfit where he's got a bulletproof vest on and he's got like cop badges pinned on all over the vest, and it's very striking and dark. And I can't wait to see that sequence. Sorry if I spoiled that, but that's very intriguing to me. I don't like to do spoilers much, but I'm so excited to see this now. All my concerns on the last few videos, I think, are put it to rest. That I think it's gonna really be successful now because of the strong focus. And I do have some history to go over of why did I include all these Jokers? They're all overly successful. The Heath Ledger, Batman, The Dark Knight, $1 billion worldwide. Joaquin Phoenix, $1 billion worldwide. Now the original Batman with Tim Burton, if you adjust it for inflation, I believe it's near $1 billion worldwide as well. The only one that didn't reach that billion mark, considering factoring in inflation, was the Suicide Squad one, but it also did pretty good. I think it was like 800 million or 900 million.
Yeah, it did. Like, maybe I was wrong. Today I talked about it. I think I said 700, but I mean, it was a lot. It was, the thing is, it made more money than Justice League, and like no one ever talks about that. Like the thing with Suicide Squad is, I know that there was the trailer company edited the movie. It wasn't a music video company, but it was a trailer company that had come in and re-edited the thing to kind of feel like a music video. But that was successful because the soundtrack was like top of the charts for weeks. It won a Grammy, and Suicide Squad won Best Costumes at the Oscars. So it's not like the movie wasn't successful on a multitude of fronts. And that's the thing. And as I said today in my video on it, I'm all like, it's been 4.5 years, and we're still talking about Jared Leto as the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
What does that tell you about the longevity of these projects?
Mm-hmm. Hi, Brian.
Hey guys.
Hey Brian, how you doing?
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's all right. Hey man, you're great. You're a great friend to have here. Oh, I also want to make an announcement for the channel. I almost forgot. I made the decision. What the heck? Jared Leto's Joker popped in. All right, Jared Leto's Joker.
So it seems that I'm back in the Snyder Cut.
Hi, Andrew. That was great.
Now I can't wait to show Betsy my toys.
Okay. Good impression. Good impression. I have to get to the announcement. My strategy with my channel has been to try to incorporate entertainment video games, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. It's become though that not everyone's interested, but a big fraction or a big portion of the audience for Movie Madness does not engage with the video game because that's fair. That's just what the viewer wants. I have made a second channel, PlayStation Plus Podcast. There's going to be a lot of gaming content on there consistently. That way I can upload video game content. And it doesn't cut off the views for the movie topics. And I'm going to promote the channel each direction. So I'm going to talk about Movie Madness on that channel and PlayStation Plus Podcast. So please, it's my dream to be I have a relevant movie show, which I think is happening now, and I appreciate all your support, and a relevant video game channel as well. So please, I don't ask. If you notice, I tell you to subscribe to my friends, but I don't ask myself to subscribe to me much. Please subscribe to this channel because it's not going to be monetized at first, and it's going to be an uphill battle to get it to 1K. So please. Saggy, I was trying to make you a co-owner of the channel too, because you're on the PlayStation, but you never respond.
I was saying I was
She
planning on
posted the link
vacation.
faster.
Oh, okay.
Right, but I posted the link and
I'm
you posted
sorry.
it after, and then shared your link post.
Oh, I didn't see. I'm sorry. That's what you're upset about.
Bro, I was already on top of it. I'm doing my mod job here, dude.
I'm
You're
sorry,
busting my
Saggy.
balls. Damn.
No, Saggy. I don't want to bust your balls. No,
Oh,
please.
boy.
Oh,
So,
yes, please. That's my dream, to have a successful movie talk show and a video game topic show.
That's
So,
who I am.
all right, so I'm sorry to interrupt the stream for that, but we also had the most viewers at this moment.
So what I think about the Joker thing, I think it looks pretty good. It looks more scarier. And first off, I just want to say I love the title card showing all the Joker actors.
Yeah, I mean, I did that on purpose Zach's pretty much playing the Joker card.
Yeah,
he started an advertisement. He did commercials. He knows what works.
Yeah, I mean,
this just works.
When you look at each of the actors, Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, Joaquin Phoenix, they all brought their take on the character.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that with Jared, people never really saw what he's capable of to play the clown prince of crime.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the funny thing. That picture of Joker, that's in the same location we saw in that Batman picture a few days ago.
Yeah. Well, I also want to ask the panel, we could start with you, Firewater. Where do you see them introducing, the only other opportunity for Joker, besides we discussed the Joaquin Phoenix possibility, mixed results. People think he might not do it if it's not warranted. Even if he does come back,
even if a picky actor.
Yeah. What? I do want to ask Firewater this though. There's no other opportunities besides the Joaquin Phoenix until he resurfaces with the Batman with Pattinson, right? Do you see them introducing another Joker that soon, or do you go with what you have already?
Nah, they're gonna have to stick what they have, in my opinion. They gotta really just. It's tough though, right? How do you? I don't know. To me, it's they're gonna do two separate Batman universes at the same time. How many actors you can swap out for the same role?
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, the MCU only had the MCU only had I think two major swap outs, right? Terrence Howard for Rhodey, and then Edward Norton with Mark Ruffalo, correct?
The Edward Norton one shouldn't have happened.
Well, it doesn't matter. My point is that they had a pretty stable set and crew, right? They had the same producer. Feige did everything. They had multiple directors and writers, but they were all able to buy into that same vision. If you keep swapping out actors, in my opinion, people are going to get confused. And they're going to be like, oh, I thought Ben Affleck was Batman. Now it's Robert Pattinson. Oh, wait, no, but they're in two separate universes. It's like, what? Just
Batman.
pick one, you know?
Can I be Batman?
Can I be Batman?
What would you, Mr. Firestarter, head of WB, what would you do in this situation? You know, Joker, you want to recoup as much, you want to get as much things trending, your DCEU popping, your streaming service. What would you do? Would you say, give me the Ayer Cut and get Jared Leto back the next time we can after like the success of the little things? What would you give him the go ahead? We need Jared Leto and Zach to work together again. How would you run it?
I would put Zach in charge. Everyone else can just whatever. All that infighting needs to stop. If that means I have to chop heads, we're all part of the same team. Nobody should be rooting against each other. If I have to cut people from the team in order to keep that vision, then so be it. Whether it's Hamada or somebody else, it doesn't matter. Either they can shake hands. We can admit a failure and not have heads roll as long as we move forward. But I don't want to put people in the position to defend failure. The Justice League was not a good movie, in my opinion. I did not like it.
Justice League.
I liked Batman vs Superman. I thought I liked the extended cut a little bit more, but I liked that. Wonder Woman was pretty good. Wonder Woman 84, not so much.
Yeah.
Aquaman was fun. I'm neutral on it. It's not really that big of a deal to me. But I just feel like you got to get people on the same page, and that's what, if I were in charge, that's what I would do. And anyone who does not want to be on the same, I'm talking. Excuse me.
Yeah, Andrew, try to be. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I got interrupted. But yeah, that's what I would do. I would move forward with that and do the best you can.
Sure. All right. So I this is for everyone on the panel. So Andrew, yeah, you're a good dude, but we have to be kind of get the.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. It happens. We're on a panel. So I'll let you go next. Then what would you do? We're going to ask each. What would you do as the head of W? What would you do for this, Jared? Or what, Joker? What would you do?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I did like Joaquin, but I want to see Judge for potential. And when it comes to DCU, I want the Snyderverse to continue and keep. I want Affleck and Cavill to stay. I want all this drama and all this stuff. I want it to be done. Hamada and Jeff Johns out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And let the directors do what they want, and we get you mega blockbusters in DC.
Yeah. Well, Grace also said in her video that there's a possibility that Jared's Leto Joker will continue, and even Ben Affleck won't return as Batman, though.
Oh, that doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't, they're still willing. She's hearing that we still have it. She says there's an uphill battle. But she says, if you guys got the Snyder Cut, she says the Snyder Army. I really do think that, how I'm not going to get into that junk from all corners of the YouTube, okay? But I think if Zach does have an agenda or anything, the way he does it, does he use Ray? I don't think so. I think he uses Grace to throw stuff out there. So she says, if the Snyder Army asks for it and Joker gets the success, he is trending with the little things. People want more Jared. If the scenes that he's in really pops, this is the way forward. So, Brian, what would you do? Would you?
I'm pretty much in alignment with Firewater for the most part. I mean, I think I think they do need to do a little bit of like restructuring, I guess, and stick with one main arching vision. Quit deviating from it, because my biggest problem is just the fact that they've got cold feet after Batman versus Superman and then just been overcorrecting ever since. I like Leto. I had no problem with him in Suicide Squad. I mean, you can't blame him for that movie.
Yeah.
That movie was I don't know. I didn't like it. It was insert pop song. It was garbage. But now that I know, it was all the editing. So it's like, okay.
My Diaz just broke my heart. Ryan Johnson for Justice League 2. Oh man, that would be a whole, like, if they gave him Flashpoint.
That would pay a couple of months of the Phantom Menace's rent.
Yes. Yeah.
They can make some hot videos on that.
Can you imagine? We got Ryan Johnson for Flashpoint. He's gonna really wreck shop. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see. Saggy.
But I think it would be a shame for them not to continue, or at least let Zach finish what he started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think he uses Grace. Look, he keeps going to Grace for the exclusives. She has people like the dunk on her. Even Firewater was dunking on her a little bit last episode.
Just again, I know she interviewed Zack Snyder, but I appreciate that. But I just feel like a lot of her stuff is to pay bills.
Well, sure, yeah. I missed my.
But like, truth
message.
be damned, almost, you know.
I highlighted Jarbo's here. Jarbo, are you there? Maybe he's not.
I guess.
Oh, you're here. Okay.
Owen, I'm the Joker now.
I've just been on mute because I'm driving on the freeway. So
probably a good idea. Safety first.
Yeah, where's that? Oh, darn it! I had it up. Sorry, Saggy. Saggy sent me something in the private chat to share, and then we'll also look at the Steppenwolf clip too. All right, where's the private chat? Darn it! Send it to me again, Saggy. I'm sorry. Oh, here's the private chat. I got it now.
I was gonna literally like slap you through the internet. Just send you a smack.
You can. I admit I'm a boomer.
Where's the private chat on StreamYards?
I couldn't find. Shut up! Shut up! You're right. You're right, Brian. Yeah. I tried to click. Okay, I found it.
Fired.
All right. Look at that. Oh.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Oh, someone did that. That's not a video.
Mm-hmm,
Someone
that's an edit.
did it.
Ooh, look at how I control bats.
I mean, that's most likely how it's going to go down too. So, that's pretty cool there.
I just saw that. I was like, I gotta show you guys.
I feel like if he'd have looked like that in the first place, a lot of people wouldn't have had that big of a problem with him.
I like the tattoos. I think it's different. I'm glad. I'm not upset that they're gone though. I'm not like, oh. 187 says Suicide Squad Joker isn't canon. I don't know. LOL. Yeah, he's still canon. It's just
the tattoos
different.
were stupid. The tattoos were stupid. I don't care what anyone says. That was the only tattoo that was relevant was the one on his hand. It fit his character. It made sense. Every other tattoo on his body looked like he was literally just a gangbanger. And it's like, but Joker wasn't like a gangbanger like that. So like, why did you guys make him look like he was a gangbanger? He had gold teeth, my guy. Like, he looked like a rapper.
Like, I was watching.
Listen,
okay.
real quick, before you go, I just want to say, when I first saw that Joker, I was like, when is this man's mixtape dropping? Because I need to buy that whole album.
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah, wasn't he in a music video too? I saw some extended. I also looked at. I don't know if I should share it here because I don't want copyright claims from Warner Brothers. But I watched a video of the extended deleted scenes of Joker from Suicide Squad, and he was talking where he was putting like the electroshock on Harley, and he's like, "You better put this in your mouth, or your porcelain, your teeth you'll crack all your teeth." And that's also how some thought that like Batman punched him, but he might have got it from the electroshock without having. That's why they put things in them, in your mouth. There's some really interesting stuff there that's left out of the Ayer Cut.
It's funny then. I saw some really weird pictures once before of Jared Leto, of him like with a Jesus look, and how he's really a cult leader.
Oh yeah, I did some research on that because I was thinking about a movie topic, but he does it just for promotion. He did like a fire festival for his fans, 30 Seconds to Mars, like a weekend where you spend with him, and he dressed in all white, and he had everyone dressed in white just to pretend it's like a cult.
I remember one time.
Jared...
Go ahead, say.
No, go ahead, Andrew.
I remember one time he was at a band. I think people thought like he was teasing his Joker voice, where he goes, "Really crazy."
Yeah, it's you know what? I would say I would love Jared Leto's Joker more, since Jared Leto is an artist. If he just came out with a mixtape right when he's doing it, like if he came out with a like hip hop album, I'd be like, all right, Jared, I see you. We can party.
I will.
Stupid tattoos, bro. Stupid tattoos. I hated those things. It's the worst thing.
I will. I'm not going to play the video, and I'll put it. Maybe I'll put it. I don't know if I should put in the description if I'm not playing it. I'm talking about, so I guess it's okay. Go check out this. I'll put it in the description for people on the replay. Suicide Squad, all extended Joker scenes in order. There's almost like 5 minutes of scenes. It's on Visual. This YouTuber, I just subscribed to him. Go check out this. It has a lot of cool scenes to see what else you could get from Jared Leto. All right, and then I think we'll go on to some other movie topics then for the last 20 minutes of the show. Although we will still. I still have to show the Steppenwolf stuff. If people haven't seen, have you seen the Steppenwolf scene?
Dude, that was so awesome.
I don't know. Did you see it, Firewater, yet?
Yeah, that's when they're in like the editing booth, right? It looks
Yeah.
like, and they're showing the scene. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Max.
Yes.
I just want to know that if you don't mind, I invited one more person, Master Jedi Wanderer.
That's fine, but in the future, don't share links though. Okay.
Sure
But yeah,
thing.
you could give him the link. Go ahead. That's fine. We have like 20 minutes left. All right. Here's the
panel's already kind of full.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got to bail anyway, so I got orders to go pick up and stuff.
Sure.
Stay safe out there, man.
Yeah, be careful
Later,
driving,
Ninja.
man.
Yeah,
Well,
see you later, Jarbo.
I have my earbuds in, so I'm fine. But it's also about ready to hit below freezing here in Washington. So I'm like, yeah, tonight could be fun. Could get a little bit crazy.
A little
Yeah,
icy.
just be careful on the roads. Yeah, absolutely. It's 23 degrees by me right now, so it's probably even worse where you are.
No, it's only 30. It's like 33.
Oh, it's not
But if the wind chill picks, I'm by the coast, and we get a lot of wind comes in from the coast, and that can drop it pretty tremendously. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go pick up some Dairy Queen because for some reason when it's freezing, people really want ice cream.
Really? Ice cream delivered?
Yeah,
it's proven. A lot of people
it'll
do.
be like 20 degrees out. My wife's like, "Yo, can we get a nice coffee from Starbucks?" I'm like, "Honey, it's 20 degrees out. Don't care. Want it." I'm the same way in the summer. I drink hot coffee. It needs to be boiling, otherwise I can't have it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I drink hot coffee all year round. But I wouldn't. That's odd to me that people were getting that though. That's interesting.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
I deliver a bunch of ice cream, desserts. I mean, I deliver booze. The only thing I haven't delivered yet is was weed, and that's it.
Well, that's the future, right? I mean,
Well, that's a
not-
separate job, though. I think.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, that's where you're going to get a lot of success in the future, though. Is that allowed through certain states and Uber and stuff?
Well, in Washington was the second state to legalize marijuana. So, I mean, there's pot dispensaries everywhere. I don't know. I haven't.
But not
looked into it.
delivery night. But delivery not legal yet? Or,
Oh no, they do delivery. It's just a different company.
okay.
I've done it here in Nevada.
Oh, okay.
And in California, you can do it as well. Yeah, you can get it
what
delivered.
did you have the other day, Brian?
Shh. Wasn't that kind of job, man?
Okay. All right.
Good luck with the Dairy Queen, Jarbo.
All right, guys. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace out.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. And then we are going to keep track of Enosh's stream. Jolly's here. Hey,
Yeah.
Jolly.
Just in time,
Oh.
Jarbo left.
Happening.
You kicked him
What
out.
up?
Tuck and roll, Jarbo.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Oh, this is a talking puppet. I'm
Well-
the Joker.
Oh, this guy.
This guy.
This guy's got jokes. He came on my show the other night, being the mask.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
all right,
I like
all right,
being
Jedi Wander. Like I said to you, I like you, man. But we kind of keep the language. Not that you're going to go hot or anything, but what was your Jolly's thoughts on the Jared Leto then Joker? See the images. I know you're not huge in the DC, but what did you think? What did Jolly think?
No, as a casual fan, I thought, what was it? Suicide Squad. I thought it was average at best. It was kind of meh. And I did feel like Leto's Joker was kind of shafted in that movie. Like he didn't have very many scenes,
I agree.
and I don't think he ever really got a chance to kind of show off, his Joker skills, so to speak.
Yeah,
and
he's
maybe
the clown prince of crime.
maybe now he'll finally get his chance. So I'm interested. It actually piqued my interest a little more, Max. Before
Okay.
I could really care less, but now I'm actually kind of interested.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. Your
Yeah.
excitement level for the Snyder Cut before that, and now that you've seen this, you're like, okay. Because
Yeah.
I think as my casual viewers that aren't really into the DCEU that just like to talk about movies, you're probably like our Snyder fans, like, oh come on, stop talking about the Snyder Cut. But this excited you though, right? This changed.
No, it's been beaten to death. I gotta admit.
By me too.
No, yeah, especially you, Max.
Thanks.
But no, it's.
Well, I could
am
talk
looking
about
forward to
Gina Carano.
it. How many videos do I make about Gina, Max?
You made a
Too
couple.
many.
About the
Like
same as
one.
me.
One.
Too many. Too many.
One
You
damn.
made like 50. Stop
Shut
lying.
up, Saggy. You're not even supposed to be here tonight.
Busting you out
What
like
do you
that, man.
I mean
Come on.
that
This is
Hey.
part of my vacation.
Jolly, she's bad saggy now.
Bad.
I'm bad.
Bad.
I don't want a saggy Batman. Wasn't
No,
that the
I
one?
either.
Wasn't that the one in the Dark Knight where he's in hockey pants? That's the saggy.
Yeah,
Batman.
look at the outfit.
Oh, Michael Keaton better be working out, or he might be saggy Batman.
All right. Well, I have one more topic. We'll just do one more topic, and then you could pimp your channels, and then we'll go. I'm going to Enosh.
I'll be going there too.
Yeah. So here is this possible? Is this fake news? Wolverine teased in Falcon and Winter Soldier trailer. Did they actually?
Ooh.
Do you think they should do this? I'll start with Firewater because I know Firewater busy duty might drop out soon too. So I'll go to him first.
No, I could stay till the end, but I appreciate you calling me on it first. I don't. It depends on who's playing Wolverine because I believe I
Hugh
heard
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. He says he doesn't want to do it anymore, and how many times does he shoot down Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
to do the Wolverine Deadpool movie? If anything, if he's going to come back for anything, I assumed it would be for his friend that's been begging him. I mean, Ryan Reynolds said that he can make it a musical if he wants to. That's how bad he wants to make the movies. Like, fine, you're a song and dance man.
There's
we'll do a
already
musical.
Deadpool musical. There's already Deadpool musical. I
Yeah,
reviewed
but
it.
not a
That's it.
Deadpool Wolverine musical. Haha. But no, I get your point. That's what he's saying. He's like, fine, you're a stage guy. That's fine. Well, I'll adjust it for you. And obviously, he's kind of like tongue in cheek, half kidding. But I love Wolverine. I would love to see Hugh Jackman reprise the role another 10 times. Like, it doesn't get old for me. I think he's great. I even like X-Men Origins
gets old.
Wolverine. Yeah, I think he's just a phenomenal actor. I think he's got a lot of range, and he's a good guy. Like, every time like paparazzi follow him or whatever, he's always cool. He's always cordial.
He's Australian, which is really weird because they're not very nice.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a decent guy. I mean, I feel like anyone who works for him, from what I've read, they think he's just great, and they'll, he's just a good dude, and he's a great actor. So.
Well, I mean, to be honest, he's pretty much what kept so many X-Men movies going at Fox. He's the reason there's so many movies because he was so for the character and for the franchise. Like, I'm sure he made his money, but you never heard like him delaying years to make another project just to get a bigger payday, which he could have done. He could have like withheld, well, I'm negotiating like Daniel Craig is with Bond. And that's mainly what my problems with Daniel Craig is. He's held up the franchise. Maybe for some say for the worst, though, he did a few duds in there, but he is so for this character. I'm conflicted. I know it would work. I know they can make it work, but if they're actually, but I don't know what they're talking about. I want to see I didn't read the article ahead of time. So it says Wolverine does not appear in the new trailer for the Falcon and Winter Soldier. However, the seeds for his arrival in the MCU are in plain sight. The footage unveils the first look at Mandrapore. The Southeast Asian island is basically Marvel Comics version of Singapore, created by writer Cliff Claremont and artist Steve. Lola, but I don't know. Mandrapore was introduced in New Mutants number 35 in 1985. Wolverine turned Madripoor into stomping grounds. I don't know if that's do you think they're reaching there with that seeds to it? I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe I don't know. I didn't.
Oh, it's
they
just
don't
an island
recast.
that he lived on. You know.
Would you
Yeah,
say
they can't-
Firewater overreaching a little bit?
Oh, me? No, I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, okay.
I said I think it's actually a bad idea if they recast.
Yes,
Oh,
they should
right.
keep Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, it's not a good time for that. Recasting time would be if they blend And kind of with WandaVision, how they're blending in the X-Men characters into the Marvel universe, which I think is great. But they have to do it right. And with Wolverine, that's going to be a tricky one because he is a staple in the X-Men franchise. So he's the most recognizable face of that group. He's had the most solo movies of that group.
Mhm.
And it's just a hard role to fill. So they could really make a big mistake if they cast him, recast him too soon.
Well,
I mean,
right,
Hugh
but doesn't
Jack-
he didn't want it. He stopped for a reason. He didn't want to keep going. So
But Hugh
I think Hugh Jackman wanted to stop. I think he that was part of them doing Logan. Logan was his last role. I think he wanted to stop doing the Wolverine role because again he is getting a little older. Maybe he wanted to move on to other projects. I haven't seen him really do anything much since. But I think he just didn't want to keep doing that role. So they might have to recast
like
him
the
because he
perfect
doesn't
casting.
want to do it. He is
Well,
the
the-
perfect
Money
casting,
talks.
but he doesn't want to do it.
See, here's the problem. I think if they do have him, even though I want to see, I want to see Hugh Jackman interact with these other actors. I think it would be amazing.
Definitely.
But then you'd have to. It's not like if you bring him back, then you got to keep rolling with him for movies and movies. It's going to be a lot more movies. It's not just going to be one.
I think it makes a logistical sense to recast.
Yeah,
Honestly, it does because absolutely.
They
I
have
understand.
to.
No, because it's like you don't want a Daniel Craig situation where he came back but reluctantly. You know what I mean? And he doesn't want to be Bond anymore either. So it's like I have no interest in seeing somebody who doesn't want to play that part. So I'm probably not going to see the next James Bond movie. I might see it, I'm not going to go to the theater for it, but which I've done in the past. So it's like, it's kind of disappointing to hear that the people that have been renowned for playing that role don't want to play it anymore. But I think his story's been told.
You're missing a major X factor here, bud, and that's Ryan Reynolds. And Ryan Reynolds is pumping Wolverine, coming back for 2 movies and multiple commercials. That's a duo that it's not going to break up anytime.
Right.
soon.
If anyone could get, well, I was gonna say, if anyone could get Hugh Jackman to come back as Wolverine, it would be Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
But again, like other people said, it wouldn't be just one movie. He would have to be in. So he'd have to be in several, and I don't think he would want to do that many.
Saggy, you're forgetting that he said he didn't want to star in a Wolverine movie again. He didn't say nothing about being a backup character in another movie. So I really think he's got a couple more rounds in him as far as being an extra, to kind of help the story. And then maybe they could do like a time shift thing or a different universe thing where they bring in a younger version of Wolverine or whatever, or the older version gets fanned out, something crazy like that. But away, they shouldn't recast. It's a
I think we need Wolverine to wear the classic yellow suit.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay without that. A lot of people are saying
they did show it.
A lot of people are saying Carl Urban. Yes,
Ooh,
Carl Urban. I think he was considered in the beginning. I don't know.
He was in X-Men, wasn't he? He was in. He was Sabretooth, wasn't he?
No, that was Lee Schreiber.
Yeah.
Oh
no, and then before that was a wrestler, I think.
Oh, okay, never mind. Because I thought Carl Urban was already in it.
By the way,
I'd be down for that actually. Yeah.
By the way, they did show the yellow suit in the extra scene in the Wolverine.
I wanted to see
at the end of the movie. At the end of the movie, the character that he was, I forget her name, Himiko. She gifted him a suit that was his signature blue and yellow suit.
I wanted to see Hugh Jackman wear that.
They didn't show that in the original, but in extra scenes, deleted scenes, that scene was there where he lifted up and you got to see his old school uniform.
But to be honest, I think Hugh Jackman will look kind of silly in that yellow suit.
Yeah.
Well, they made references.
Silly in spandex in the first movie too, but they made it work.
It's funny. Snowdo, I see your point about recasting, but I feel like if you're going to throw Wolverine in the MCU, the guy's got to be good for like 7 or 8 movies. Does Hugh Jackman want to do 7 or 8 movies? I would argue.
And he has to have a big presence.
Unless they just have him as a cameo for the Multiverse of Madness, like he's in a different verse. And that's it. That would be.
If you tease it, you got to give the audience more. And I don't think Hugh Jackman wants to do. I mean, he said a million times that I just don't want to do it anymore. just don't want to do it. And I get, you know what it is? I was reading up on it. When he was working out to play Wolverine, he would have to eat 10,000 calories a day. He said that part was good, but then he'd have to spend over 3 hours in the gym. And every time he takes his shirt off, he dehydrates his body for 36 hours straight.
Whoa.
Right.
To make sure the muscles look chiseled and everything. Because if he's
sure
going to do it,
popping.
Exactly. If he's going to do it, he's got to do it right, and it's a major commitment, you know. And I appreciate his.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said bodybuilders do.
No, sure, absolutely. If you're going to do it, do it all the way. Otherwise, you know, get somebody else to do it. You know,
that's a good point, Firewire. This isn't a Robert Downey situation where it's just him in a shirt and CG the Iron Man stuff on.
Yeah,
he embraced he like is it the way he goes for the character is very different than a Robert Downey. He has to get built.
Like Chris Evans looks in tremendous shape when he plays Captain America.
But can I say that I get what you guys were saying about the casting, but when you have an actor that is synonymous with the role for perfect casting, like Christopher Reeve, hold on, let me finish. Like Robert Downey Jr., Christopher Reeve, you can't replace him. You just can't.
No, I disagree.
Yes, you can.
Well,
Henry Cavill replaced Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, I mean, it's already happened. So
if enough time goes by, but you can't do it right away. Deadpool has kept Wolverine in the conversation, and now that we have Deadpool 3 coming out, everybody's looking for that Wolverine cameo. We've been looking for it forever, and he's really led up to it in those movies. So I think for him not to show back up would actually shock me.
I think Hugh Jackman will be in it, but not as Wolverine.
Well, you can't have Wolverine show up in the MCU, which everyone was excited for, and have him be a bit part and have it be a cameo. Wolverine, first of all, if anyone really remembers the original comics of Avengers, how many Avengers and key characters were missing in the movie because they didn't have the rights to it? You know what I'm saying? I disagree. We got lucky to get Spider-Man. Part of that.
Look at the X-Men movies, Saggy. How many X-Men movies did Wolverine make cameos in? Quite a few. At least 2 or 3 that I could think of. Right off the top of my head.
But they weren't all Marvel. None of them were Marvel.
Well, right, but what I'm saying is he can make cameos. He can do, 5 to 10 to 15, 20-minute little sections, and still have a valued part in the story going forward. I believe he doesn't want to do a full-blown Wolverine movie, but as far as being part of the X-Men still, I think that's very possible, and I think he could pull it off for a couple of movies. 7 or 8, probably not. They got to have some kind of story twist where they bring back a younger version of Wolverine, maybe through time or something crazy. But to drop him in on us, it's got to be Hugh Jackman, or they're making a big mistake, I think.
Well, here's the thing. Like when X-Men Apocalypse came out, when the trailer came out, when they had Wolverine, all they showed was the hand coming out with the claw. If they do that to show that Wolverine's in the MCU, that's enough to get people excited. We don't know who's gonna be.
True.
They just show the claws.
Which X-Men movie was it where he was just Weapon X? And he ran around that.
First class. Oh, was it Apocalypse or First Class?
I think
it was Apocalypse.
No, it wasn't First Class. Excuse me, no.
First Class. He
like
told
5 minutes.
Xavier to F himself. You know what I mean?
I think it was Days of Futures Past. Days of Futures Past.
Oh, that.
All right.
No, he had a major role in Days of Future Past, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was the one he went back in time, right?
Yeah, it was Apocalypse.
Oh, it was Apocalypse. Sorry.
It's hard to keep track, but he has had cameos.
Rhea says, if Patrick Stewart was in talks with Feige, then that leaves the door open for other legacy characters. But if you remember, Patrick Stewart always takes a meeting because he's a professional. Like, you always take meetings, especially if Feige wants to meet with you. But he said he's not going to do it. He said, no, I'm not doing it.
He's 80.
He's even said that
he's doing crappy commercials now. Come on.
Right.
Well, I mean, just like you say,
he's pushing the network he's on.
I didn't think Magneto and Xavier could be recast, but they succeeded there. Jolly. So I think recasting is very possible. Although Hugh Jackman is my Wolverine, but come on, what we wouldn't get that great in the First Class series.
What that mouth do?
I don't want to know where that mouth's been.
Saggy's gonna start talking about her fantasies.
Oh, here's the thing, guys. Patrick Stewart did say that he would have came back to do Professor X if it weren't for Logan.
Okay.
Like I said, the right role, the right part can bring any actor back. Any actor. Just look at Michael Keaton right now coming back to Batman. Who thought that was possible? I didn't. I thought that would.
No, I didn't even dream of that. Is that the thing that shocked you the most? I never imagined it ever.
It shocked me.
It was definitely a shocker. Yeah, and of course, when they started, listing off all the other cool characters they're bringing back, especially with the Spider-Man stuff that's coming out now, they're really playing on nostalgia, Max. So for them to not fork up enough money to make Hugh go through the regimen one more time or two more times, I don't see that. I think they're going to give him enough where Hugh's going to be like, how much? Okay, I guess I can do steroids again for
Fine.
Well,
Wolverine
spoilers for
one time.
WandaVision. But it's very possible to bring him back, though, even in a WandaVision, even in the series there. Like, is that really the Wolverine, or like,
Right.
Again, spoilers? Which Quicksilver was that? I don't even know. Like, if he's going to still appear as that Quicksilver, but that was the Quicksilver from the Fox universe.
That's true.
You're talking Multiverse of Madness and WandaVision, and this MCU, the way they do it, they can justify it. Well, he's not really back. That was a vision or a multiverse. There's lots of things they could do. I just don't introducing him to continue on. I don't see it, even though I would love it. It's just I don't think it's plausible, especially with he doesn't ask for an amazing payday either. But the more you're building the MCU for the future, you need younger, less expensive actors that are still proficient in the work. And it's just if you introduce the X-Men, if there's just people are going to want more and more, and he's never going to stop working. But I get your points though, Jolly. I think that's where we're going to end it. Enosh is about to start. Please, I'm up to 15 subscribers on my PlayStation Plus podcast. Please subscribe so eventually I could get to 1K there. I'm having fun doing video games too. I am separating them finally, Jolly, because the different viewers want different things, and it's too hard. And then I can upload more gaming content more frequently, which I've gotten good at.
Cool.
So go check it out. And then Jolly's always welcome to the PlayStation Plus podcast.
Yeah.
What are you guys working on? Firewater, pimp your channel.
Oh, I don't have a channel. Get out of here.
I know.
Why do we ask him all the time and he still doesn't have a channel?
Pimp your Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I can pop on streams here and there. That's really all I can do. I don't.
He has Twitter. Go follow his Twitter.
Yeah, follow my garbage Twitter. Go right ahead.
Ooh, Shifty says that he would love for Clooney to get another shot at Batman.
Yeah. Didn't he have the nipples, the bat nipples?
Yeah.
Was that
No,
Clooney?
no. Yes, that was good. The
Yeah.
Batman.
That was
Everybody except for Alicia. Ooh.
All right.
I'd rather see Kilmer, even with his throat box thing. He'd probably have a better Batman voice.
That's not Saggy Bat Saggy. You're on vacation? You're still streaming with us?
Yeah,
Go subscribe to Saggy
no,
Melons.
Follow me on Twitch. I have a special Twitch stream coming up next Thursday.
Ooh. Twitch.
All right.
Fun.
Brian, master of MME. Listen, what the hell is that? Where was that? You, Jolly?
No, I don't think so.
Andrew, did you let the dogs out?
Sorry about that.
Woof, 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 woof.
Okay.
Yeah, mine are sleeping.
Go sub. Listen, we don't pimp Brian enough. We need to pimp the hell out of Brian. He's a big supporter of everyone here. Well, not literally pimping him. I don't want to do that. I don't know, Jolly.
Well, I don't know. I kind of need some money.
Well, yeah.
I've seen him. He's been uploading video
What's the
games.
split?
No, I found out how to actually play to stream the Xbox onto the computer.
Mhm.
So I played Madden on Sunday. It was great. I had fun.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Well, here's his channel. Go sub. He's at 114 now. That was 111 last time. Get Brian some more subs.
Batman and Robin watch party here really soon. So if anyone's interested in watching that,
Yeah,
that fine cinematic classic.
Go sub to Brian, the most supportive, greatest friend. Sorry, Jolly. You're a good support. We try we support each other too, but no one's as cool as the master. And then here's Andrew.
I don't know, man. The Cotton Connection's where it's at, though.
That's right.
Go sub to Andrew, and I think that's where we're going to end it. I'm waiting for. Okay.
Yeah, don't sub to Jolly. I see how it is.
Oh, dude,
What about Snowdon, my guy?
Oh my God, I forgot.
What an
Oh,
ass
that's
hat.
mean.
No.
That's just mean.
No.
This guy.
No. No, sub Kajoli for sure. Damn
Kind
it.
of connection.
I
Hey,
have that.
You're
I
fired.
got
That's
3 hot videos today. 3 of them.
I didn't check
lots of
out
content
any
to
of them.
watch.
I
Check it
didn't
out.
check out.
I did a Jared Leto one where I talk the new images. I did a She-Hulk one where I talk about the latest comic book character. It's ma'am. And I also downloaded the Gorilla Glue Hair Girl video. It's pretty funny. So yeah, check them out.
Okay, let me bring up your channel. Yeah, what kind of friend am I? Oh man, I get you in all kinds of trouble.
Look at those puppet
And then
eyes.
am I worth the friend? Snow, I get you all kinds of
Sometimes.
trouble. Sometimes.
Gets you in all kinds of trouble.
Please sub to Snow Dub Music and Entertainment, which he delivers on the promise. He provides all. Yes, and Rel's losing his mind over booty breaks. No, I'm not.
Nah.
Zeno, I'm not putting booty breaks on this show.
I think you need to tuck and roll.
That's a Cotton Connection exclusive. You want to see
My-
booty breaks, you got to come to my channel, especially tuck and roll.
The first time I do that is the first time my wife watches the show, and
Right.
then I'll be like, "What the hell are you doing?" And then, but then she saw Jolly. She saw me on your stream once. She came down to get a drink, and she's like, "What's going on there?" I'm like, "It's Snow Dub's channel." She's like, "Oh, okay."
Right. That's all you got to say.
She gets it. She gets it. She's like, "Oh, okay, I get it. I get
Yeah,
it."
it's snowed up. Yeah.
All right. So
I'm
here,
glad she's got me figured out at least.
right? She thinks you're hilarious.
Yeah. And she's got great taste in movies. Max's
yes.
wife
Yes.
loves horror movies, and Max still hasn't watched John Carpenter's The Thing. I think you should all give him a hard time about that.
Yeah, I
because
really let Charlie down on that because I was
greatest movie
Yeah,
ever.
what was that? Months ago, you were telling him to do that, man.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
gave up.
bad friend.
I
I'm
gave up.
sorry. I talk about Gina Carano and I don't watch The Thing. Damn it! What kind of?
What happened with Gina Carano?
No, never mind.
Yeah, let's not go there. It's still kind of a
Yeah.
Okay, I won't.
touchy
Okay,
subject.
here's the Poindexter Lounge. He's going live shortly. I don't know if I'll pop in there or not. Go over, support Enosh in the lounge. His channel is blowing up. Bad Max, who, boo hiss. Thanks, you get the last word. Bye.
Tuck and roll.